The dream of becoming a jockey redirected by a disciplinarian father, yet the love for horses remained. From earning a trainer's license in Florida to a return to Jamaica, Quick Gallop J. Hay and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper, bring you the unique story of trainer Phillip Lee. Buckle up and get ready to ride along on Phillip Lee's captivating lifelong journey with horses.
Let's start at Jump Street. How did Phillip Lee get involved in horse racing?
At a tender age, a stable was around maybe a stone throw from where I'm living, which is in Independence City. And that was a trainer called Leslie Blake. That was in the 70s. And he had two horses at the time. It was Supremus Boy and Ballygrand. So those were the two first horses I came in contact with in racing. That's in the 70s. All right, additional to that, Andrew Ramjeet, we were living on the same avenue in Independence City, Cornwall Avenue, along with Derek and his brothers and sisters and thing, his mom. And Nari introduced me to come to the track. He said, come to the track. That was around 1975. And he took me to Harry Jagai's stable, and from that day on, I fell in love with the game even more. And I had a good relationship with Mr. Jagai. He taught me a lot. I can say he wasn't a champion trainer, but he was a great trainer. A lot of respect goes out to him, may his soul rest in peace. The first horse I went on that morning, actually, the first time I went there, I went on a horse named Battle Song.
So stick a pin. So you came down to be a rider?
I came to be a rider, okay. Yes. I actually came to be a rider. I was smaller then, because, because even one of the stables that I was at Ren Gonzalez, and they used to call me Little A. That's how small I was, But, I fell in love with the game. The school that I was attending was also close to the track, so you say everything was in the proximity.
What's the name of that school?
Independence City All Age.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were telling us about the first day you came down and you went aboard a horse.
When I went to Harry Jagai's stable, Andrew Ramji took me there. I actually went on a horse by the name of Battle Song. They have two Battle Song, but that's the original. That's the original Battle Song. Ours was groomed by a groom named Hoogaloo. Well, he passed also. So from that day on, I kind of connect more to the horses. I can recall some of the horses that Mr. Jagai had at the time. He had one named Touch of Grey, Little Princess, Casino, Paradise, I think one named Mohammed Rafi, something like that, Jonah Fark, so yeah, a couple of horses. And Mr. Jagai had taught me a lot,
That morning, was that your first interaction with horses?
No, as I say, I was living close to a trainer, Leslie Blake. Maybe around less than 2 minutes from where I'm living. I went on a horse named Ballygrand, and another one named Supremus Boy. So Battle Song was the third horse I went on.
Catching your practice.
Catching my practice.
All right, clearly it didn't work out for you as a rider, right?
Huh?
Clearly it didn't work out for you.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because at that time, a trainer just could sign your paper and you go and do a gate test. And actually, I did that. But my dad was a policeman, was a cop, and he was very strict. So the first day I was supposed to ride, he came to the track. So when I'm coming out of the jockey room and I look in the parade ring, is my father with around 5 policemen out there. So I ran the other way, and a guy said to me, "Prentice, you're going the wrong way." I said, "No."
So your father never knew that you had?
He knew that, he didn't know, yes, he heard that I was going to ride. And he came to the track with some policemen. Because my dad was very strict, very, very strict as a policeman.
All right, hold on, slow down. So he came to the track to prevent you from riding?
Yes.
Never heard this one before.
Yes, man. He came to the track to prevent me from riding, because he never liked the racehorse thing at all.
So what was that horse? LNS or what? Or replacement rider?
Well, I guess I didn't wait. I didn't hang around to find out.
You never want to know that.
No, I didn't hang around to, didn't hang around to find out the outcome of that at all, because I know what I was going to encounter with.
So where you ran to with the people them colours?
I ran with everything. I was in full gear,
Whoa,
Man.
whoa, that's something else.
Yes, man. So,
Yes.
so that's my part with the jockey thing.
So that was the end of riding?
No,
for
it
you?
wasn't,
Okay.
because I actually ended up running away from home.
Mm.
I ran away from home, was in the stable area,
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I spent most of my time with Harry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left Harry and also went with Nari to Aston Cammock, And I said where I wasn't going to make it at Cammock because Nari has a brother who is Derek Ramjeet. So he's in the system already. I didn't have any family member like a brother who's a jockey or a father who's a trainer. So he had more advantage of getting through than I.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I left there and I went to Ren Gonzalez. Spend work horse there. Ren Gonzalez has a lot of horses. I learned a lot there also. I changed. I also went to Nigel Nunes. Work a couple of horses, get more advanced in the riding thing. But after a while, I noticed that the weight was gonna give me a hard time. So, actually, I said to myself, I'm gonna go back to school. So I went back to school, passed my common entrance, went to Pastor St. George's College,
Georgian.
Yes, and I also was still coming back and forth because I was assistant to one Dapper than Jackson at that time also, I didn't go to much stables, I remember who the stables that I really go to, they are good top trainers, good horsemen, I should say. Yeah.
So, Mr. Lee,
Yes,
did
sir.
you actually get to ride in a race?
No, never. That my first. I was supposed to ride that day, and I didn't get to ride in a race.
I believe you had a walkover by running away that day. All right, so you started high school, still hanging around the track, coming to the track.
Yes, back
thing.
and forth. Yes.
By then you had encountered weight issues, right?
Yes, weight problem. Yes.
So, what was the thought process for you at that time? Still a young man, could even say a boy, but you would have ruled out racing, race riding. Were you thinking of training at that time?
No, to be honest with you, I wasn't thinking about that at that time that I would be a trainer at this day. The thought process, I was still, interested in racing, but not as much, because my passion was to become a jockey.
Right.
But knowing that my dad was gonna give me a hard time, I just focused on school. I left, graduated from
STTC.
yes, and went on to the army, to become a soldier. My dad wanted me to become a policeman, but I said no. I didn't like it. I said I went to become a soldier, and spent some time there. Spent around 8 years in the army. And I left the army and went to work at the American Embassy as a security supervisor. There and then I got my visa. I was working there for a couple of years, and every time I go to renew the visa, they give me a 1-year multiple. So I said, these people don't want to give me
An indefinite.
Yes, an indefinite. So on one of my visits to the United States, I decided that I'm not coming back. I'm just going to stay there. So I was there, picked up a couple of jobs there. I worked with Brinks in the United States, worked with a couple of good companies, worked with New York City, the transit, driving buses, transferring from the bus to driving the train, got married, started having kids up there and thing. I decided to go to Florida. So that's where I pick up back the racing thing.
Okay. What year was that?
That was around 93, well, no, around 94, 95. Still fooling around the horses until a friend of mine, which is a jockey, also Gary Santos, he called me Sarge. And actually I got that name from Ari Jagai. Ari Jagai was the person who named me, gave me that name because he asked me, what kind of work your father do? You know, what kind of work your mom do? And I said, well, my father's a police. He said, oh yeah. Hey, what rank? I said, Sarge. He said, all right, Sarge. From that day, Ari Jagai stick me with that name. So Gary said to me, Sarge, why you don't get your license as a trainer up there? I said, Gary, why can't bother the racehorse thing again? He said, no man, get your license. Because he was riding up there for a short period. I went ahead and did the tests and passed, you know. So that's when I came back into racing.
So what year did you get your license?
2012.
2012.
Yes.
Okay.
I got my license in 2012. And
were you active there? In Florida?
Yes. Okay. Actually, I spent 2 years as a trainer there, and I won around 27 races.
Okay.
You know, I won my first race at Gulfstream Park. You know, won a couple of races at Calder. You know, I run some horses at Tampa Bay. What I was doing.
Never went to Ireland?
No, never.
Okay.
No, but I won most of my races at Calder.
Calder.
Yeah.
And Gulfstream.
Yes.
And then you decided to come home. Why?
Well, I said, you know, actually Mr. Miller, Denzel Miller, asked me the same question. Philip, you're doing so well in the States. Why you want to come home? I said, Mr. Miller, this is where it began. So, you know, but I thought it would have been, I would have done better here. You know, but, you know, I'm still getting there. You know, as Mr. Pinchin, when I saw Jose Pinchin, trainer Pinchin in Florida, he said, boy, you have to pay your dues. So it's like, I'm coming back home to pay my dues here, you know. I can't say, well, I get the opportunity or the chance that I really want as yet. You know, but this game, you have to have a lot of patience.
Right. So you've roughly been here 10 years now?
Yes.
In Jamaica training?
Yes.
What has that journey been like for you? How would you sum up?
It's rough, you know. It's rough because some things that I encounter with here wasn't expecting, you know, that, you know, and you have to be on your P and your Q's in horse racing here in Jamaica. You know, it's like it's a dog-eat-dog game here. You know, no disrespect to any other racing fans or the horsemen. You know, I respect all trainers, all grooms, all jockeys, you know, owners. But it's a challenge. It's very challenging. Yes, it's been a challenge, but as I said, the game, you have to have a lot of patience. You know, and I've come this far for so many years. So, you know, I decided that I'm not going to give up.
Right.
You know.
Give me some of the high points since you have been here practicing.
Well, the high points.
In terms of some of your major wins and, you know, good horses, that kind of thing.
Well, all right. I had a horse by the name of Alexis Lodge, who did well for me. You know, I won with a horse, Special Counsel. You know, Smash Alert. You know, a couple of races. Right now I have a horse. Only one race I win with him so far, but he ran a couple of seconds, which I think is the best horse right now. It's easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yes, you know, because everybody talk about that horse. You know, I just won a race Sunday, anonymous. I'm pleased with, you know, with what I'm doing and what I'm achieving so far.
A half a mile to run. They go sprinting into that turn for home, and Easy Peasy tries to escape the field, leading up by some 3 lengths. Sparkles continues the pursuit. Here comes the favorite, She's My Hedge Fund, now rushing up. Grey Commander is also kicking in, and Grey Commander slips down into second, looking at the back end of Easy Peasy. She's My Hedge Fund in the green, chases in third, needing to find possibly 6 lengths as they're coming into the top of the lane, and Easy Peasy feels the sting of the right hand stick as the rider asks Easy Peasy to really go at the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to catch Easy Peasy, and the rider continues to tap Easy Peasy with the stick, and Easy Peasy remains firmly planted on that lead. She's My Hedge Fund over against the rail. Grey Commander toward the outside. Widest of all, that's Lion Charmer, but Easy Peasy is in the final 16th with O'Shea Nugent, and Easy Peasy makes the first, the Ray and Lewis, look real easy and wins by maybe 8 lengths. Close between Lion Charmer, She's My Hedge Fund, then Always Right, and Cosmic Force.
How many winners have you trained so far in Jamaica?
In Jamaica, you know, I've never checked, but I assume maybe around 35, between 35 and 40 races.
Which one has given you the most pleasure?
Alexis Lodge,
Why?
because when we claimed Alexis Lodge, we claimed her, I think it was 750. And we step her up to 1 million. And I hear a man say, boy, this trainer, I'm going to make him a big trainer. You understand? Step up fast, and I'm going to make him a big trainer and step up. And comes a bam and win with her. You know, and I run her again in $1 million. And them say, boy, trainer, I'm ambitious bad. I won again, twice. You know? Yeah, man. So, you know.
Was the public of the same mindset in terms of the odds on the tote board?
I assume so. Yes, because I think the last one was around 9-1 or 14-1 something. Actually, I won 2 races that day. You know, a horse named Sergeant Charge. Actually, I named that horse off of myself because I owned that one. You know, yeah. I took a double that day, and one was at 14-1, and I think 9-1. Yeah.
If we talk about the highs, we must talk about the lows too, because we have that kind of spread in horse racing. What would have been some of the lows, some of the low points for you?
The low points, you know, actually one time I came down to 1 horse. Yeah, 1 horse. A horse named is a 3-year-old, the Soul Warrior. 1.
What's your barn like now?
Well, barn is full. I have a barn with 10 stalls, and it's occupied. All the stalls are occupied.
And they're all racers?
No, I have around 4 2-year-olds, and I have around 3 3-year-olds. Everybody else is 4. You know, yeah.
Obviously, as a competitor, somebody like you in the sports, there must be big dreams. And to achieve that as a trainer, you need the youngsters.
Yes.
The claimers won't get you there.
No.
You know, to win classics and compete for championships. I'm sure that's part of the wish list for you.
Yes, one of my dreams is to have a horse in the Jamaica Derby or the St. Ledger or the Guineas or you never know, the Mute Mile, you know. So yeah, it's my dream. But you know, it also have to do with the owners, because you have, no disrespect to owners, but some owners don't have the patience. You know, and that's one thing. I can't stop mentioning this person's name, Harry Jagai. That's one thing he taught me. You know, horses have to be 100% before you put them out there.
Yes.
You know, and some of the owners don't have that patience to wait for a horse to develop or mature the right way. You know, they're just looking and going out there and run. I believe in sending a happy and sound
Athlete.
yes.
You spoke about owners and the importance of good owners. Give a shout out to some of your owners now who would have been with you, not necessarily now, but over the years.
Robert Williams, you know, enough respect to Mr. Robert Williams, you know, to Mr. Glenford Ricketts, Mr. Arbor Chang. I had a horse for Nadan, that's his name, Nadan, you know, Bertie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, enough respect to also, very, just one horse I trade for him, but the man I have a lot of respect for, you know? Yeah, man.
And I'm sure you will be inviting other owners to give you a chance
Sure,
for moving
sure,
forward.
sure, sure. If I'm given the opportunity to, I can do my best.
If you were to give me a medium term to long term plan, next 5 years, where would you want to see Phillip Lee?
If the health requires me to do so, because last year I'm lucky to be here right now because I was very ill
Okay.
sometime last year. You know, yeah, man, I had 2 heart attacks last year, and you know, God still give me a chance that I'm still here. So if the health allows me to, I would love to be in the top 10 or the top 5. Let me say the top 5 for the trainers championship. You know.
Yeah.
I know I have to have good horses, a lot of horses to be there, but I know I have the potential and the ambition to do that.
Over a long period here, we ask this of almost all our people we interview. Put you on the spot. The best trainer or trainers you have seen here, jockeys, horses.
I can go back and I can tell some in the you know, go back in the past and presently. Again, I have to big up Harry Jagai. You know, Ren Gonzalez Aston Kamak, Mr. Philip Fiani, Patrick Lynch, very good trainer. Yeah, very good horseman. I mean, you have a lot of good horsemen around, but if they are given the opportunity and the chance to show what they can do, you know, I know they will.
Yeah.
You know.
They have to have material to compete.
Yes, yes, yeah.
All right, horses.
Horses. Yeah, a lot of them in a legal light. I have to put him on top. You know, Rika. You know, Sheer Joy, Harlequin, Hotline. You know, I have a lot of good horses back then. Those horses was tough. You know, these horses now are very soft.
Yes.
You know, but back in the days you had some really tough horses. You know, Mr. Nigel Nunes, I forgot to mention his name also. You know, he had some good horses, a good trainer. Jockeys, well, George Song for sure. Emilio Rodriguez, Winston Griffiths. You know, you have David McKenzie, you know, Carl Brown, Fitzroy Gillespie. You know, you have the smaller weight jockeys, Wayne Sinclair, W. Wilson, Gary Richards. You know, I have to mention my friend Gary Santos too, you know.
And your brethren, Nari.
And Nari, how can I forget Nari?
Yeah.
Although, you know, it's funny, you know, his son won a race for me.
Okay.
In the States, yes. His son won a race for me there.
Trainer, what about family?
Family. My family is most everybody's overseas. You know, just got another grand the other day, so I have around 13 grand now.
So you want to name the wife and the kids?
Well, presently I'm not married, you know. You know, I have somebody in my life, yes, you know, but I'm treading that part, you know. I don't want to make any mistakes again. Yeah.
Outside of racing, what does Phillip Lee do for relaxation?
I'm more of a homebound person, chill, especially with my health now not permit me to do certain things, you know, because I can't even drink a non-alcohol wine or a non-alcohol drink anymore, you know.
Right.
You know, so I try to stay calm, stay at home, watch the races on TV, overseas races. I like track and field, you know, I like boxing, you know, sometimes I watch cricket and all of that. I might go to, they have Ribbies, that's the name of the place, Ribbies, that hold is my kind of music, you know. Yeah, man, I might sit down and may get up and shake a leg sometime, but not for long, you know. You know, man, you know. Yeah, man, but I'm more humble right now, you know. I believe in vacation, You know, sometimes if it's allow me, if I have a good assistant, I might take 3 days or 4 days and go down on the north coast and, you know, and chill out a little.
How important is good stable hands in this business?
Very important, very. Because without good stable hands, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And it's hard to find good stable hands right now. It's very, very hard. You know, you come across even some of the stable helps and, you know, sometimes some of them say how long they're in it. And you have to ask the question, yes, you're in it so long, but what were you doing? Because if you're in it so long, I shouldn't be teaching you certain things.
Right.
You know? Because I get dirty at times, you know. I groom them myself.
Hands-on.
Yeah, man. Because even when I was in Florida, I used to look after 5 horses for myself.
Along your journey, I am sure that there are persons that, you know, was helpful, encouraging.
Again, I reach out to Mr. Santos because he's the one who really, you know, Gary Santos is the one who really convinced me to come back into racing, you know, because I was really doing well in the States with the jobs that I have, you know. He convinced me to come back into the thing. I must give shout out to one, Mr. Barrington Bernard also. He's a good friend of mine, you know. We change ideas, you know. Yes, Mr. Arja guy, you know. Yeah, but basically, you know, that because certain things I don't wish to disclose because the racehorse thing here it's terrible. It's terrible.
Thanks for sharing with us, and we wish you all the best going forward.
All right, thanks for the opportunity.
All right, so.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.